Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be rebuilding the Washington Wizards in NBA 2K24. This is the most unserious team in basketball. I mean, we got Kuz and Jordan Poole throwing lobs off the backboard to each other in 30-point blowouts, and they're not ahead. So today we're going to try to fix this team. They're currently 2-13. Really, the focus of this rebuild is going to be rebuilding around Bilal Coulibaly, who is already up to a 75 because I accidentally sent him half the season, and my mic wasn't working. So now the mic's working, so we're good. But we're probably going to ship off a lot of these guys like Delon Wright, Landry Shamet. The first order of business is actually going to be trading Danilo Gallinari, so we'll do that real quick. Actually, just kidding. First order of business, we're trading Daniel Gafford for Jae'Sean Tate and a future first-round pick. Will add in the trade exception, and that is good. We're trying to do this rebuild in about 10 minutes, so we don't keep you guys all day long. Next, we're going to be trading Danilo Gallinari. Picking up Kobe Buffkin from the Hawks, a guard that I really like with his two-way ability and his shot making. So he's going to come in here. He's only a 72 overall, but we're going to give him a lot of minutes in this rotation. Final move of this fire sale is going to be trading Delon Wright and Anthony Gill to a contender in the Lakers for Joe Ingles and Maxwell Lewis. Maxwell Lewis is the big prize here as a young wing that I am pretty excited about. Felt like he should have been a first-round pick in last year's draft class. So I'll show you the rotations here or actually, no, we'll just go ahead and simulate out to this end of the season because we're going to be terrible. So we obviously didn't make the playoffs, but here were the season stats for year one. Jordan Poole, 22.5 points. Not bad, but not good efficiency. Kuzma had 18 and 8. Trey Jones, 15, so you love to see that. Daniel Vita, about 10. Kobe Buffkin, 10 points a game and only 16 minutes. 2 rebounds, half a steal, only 42% from the field, only 30% from 3. That's not great, but 10 points a game, we'll take it. Coulibaly, 8.5, 4.5. Steal and a half, block and a half, good. Just the efficiency is not there. Yes, we did sign Montrezl Harrell. And then Maxwell Lewis, 6 points, decent. Kispert, 7.5. So not terrible, but we'll probably go ahead and go up to the NBA draft. And we get the number 1 overall pick. There we go. Do we have any other picks? Okay, but number 1, not bad. This draft class doesn't seem to be very good at the top. Of course, I imported a realistic draft class. It's supposed to be a realistic rebuild. But the draft class does not look very good at the top. Ron Holland, Isaiah Collier. I guess Ron Holland would probably be my number 1 pick right now, so that's who we'll go with. Another wing. Do pair with Bilal Coulibaly down the line. And we're just going to center the end. So, yeah, we get Ron Holland number 1 overall. He turns out as a 79. Very solid. We'll definitely take that. Hunter Dickinson in the second round. We are going to decline. Team player options. We're bringing back Jae'Sean Tate. Joe Ingles can walk. Bring back Johnny Davis. His brother Jordan is at Wisconsin still. And then let's get into qualifying offers. We're not going to really qualify anybody. Although I did like Jared Butler when he was at Baylor. Now, what decisions do we have to make in free agency? Jordan Poole's making $30 million. Don't like the contract. So we're going to dump him for 2 first-round picks. And then we're also going to try and trade Landry Shamet as well. Poole was not great in his Wizards career. Bringing in Ayo Dosunmu for Shamet and a second. What does he go up to when you change him? So we go after Nick Claxton and Trey Jones. Or not Trey Jones. Tyus Jones. Renouncing the rights there. Decline all that. Dang it. So Claxton goes elsewhere. Dang. Now I need a center. Looking for an athletic type center. I guess I'll take Christian Wood. Bit of a discount, right? Olynyk's there for $7 million. Wouldn't hate that. Hartenstein's also there. So we get all 3 of them, or do I have to? Okay, so I did get all 3 of those guys. We get Xavier Tillman. We get Christian Wood, and we get Tyus back. So, I mean, yeah, there's only 1 player over an 80 overall on this team, but I still like it because we got a 19-year-old Ron Holland. We got a 23-year-old Vita. We got a 24-year-old Dosunmu. We got a 19-year-old Bilal Coulibaly, a 20-year-old Kobe Buffkin, and a 21-year-old Maxwell Lewis. So the team should be progressing as we, go to these camps and continue to get them better and better. So some things you love to see: Bilal Coulibaly up to a 77, Johnny Davis up to a 77. Elsewhere, Buffkin up to a 75, and Maxwell Lewis up to a 72. So we'll see if we can keep progressing these guys because this is a longer-term rebuild. So we make the playoffs, and our instant impact rookie, Ron Holland, goes for 18 a game, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal and a half, block and a half, 40. That's a really good rookie season from him. Did we have anybody on any All-NBA teams? All offensive teams, neither, which is interesting because our team is built around defense, and we were the 6th seed out east, so we get out of the play-in, and we're playing the Heat in round 1. They got Gabe Vincent, Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, Jovic, Bam, Brandon Clark. I mean, this is a team we could probably beat. Looking at our stats on the year, Kuzma led us in scoring. Christian Wood, holy cow, on 52% shooting from the field, 36% from 3. Kuzma 18, Holland 18. We already looked at Holland's stats though. Tyus Jones 11 points, 4.5 assists, and 1.8 turnovers. That's kind of high for him, honestly. Kobe Buffkin, 10.3 points, 2.4 rebounds, up to a 77 overall. A little bit better efficiency this year. Coulibaly up to about 9.5 a game. Dusumu, 8.5. Max Lewis, 5 points a game. Love to see that. Xavier Tillman not giving us too much, honestly. But other than that, pretty successful year. We'll see if we can beat the Heat in Game 1. Beat them in Game 2. Beat them. Okay, we're going to sweep the Miami Heat. Oh, we lost. We lost the game. It's all right. Little gentleman sweep. And we're on to the second round to play the Detroit Pistons, who are pretty stacked. So quickly down 0-2. We do take a game at home. We tie it up. We take the... What the... This might be a quicker rebuild than I thought. Now we play the... Oh, we play the Cavs. Yep, probably over. We went down. Now we're down 3-1 though, and we get gentlemen swept. All right, we'll see what we can do this season. This will be year 3 of the rebuild. If not, we're gonna be shaping up really nice for the future. Do we have any lottery picks? I don't think that pick's protected. It's not. We have the 3rd pick in the draft. I think that was when we dumped Jordan Poole. We pick up the 3rd pick in the draft. Cooper Flag goes 1. Who's going to? Boozer? Oh, we got a trade. Trey Johnson goes 2. So who do we get at 3? I don't think... Actually, Boozer's not even in this class. Ace Bailey or Dylan Harper. Oh, this would be great. We have a really good defensive team, and we bring in Lonzo Ball. But actually, I don't really like that. Not enough value. To go with Kuz and all of these elite defenders. This is an elite defensive team that we're building, by the way. So yeah, Ron Holland, he's an 85 now after winning Rookie of the Year. Asvita goes up to an 82. Coulibaly to an 80. Buffkin to a 79. Some of these dudes are progressing. Max Lewis to a 76. Xavier Tillman might fall out of the rotation this year. But Christian Wood just gave us a heck of a year. His best year since Dallas, I guess. But that's a pretty good year from him. Overall, I'm excited for this team. So I'm not sure what's going on, but we're here in year 3, and at the deadline, we are 21-29. So we're going to have to be making some moves. Stats, we'll take a look at the stats first. De'Aaron's averaging 21, Ron Holland averaging 18. Kuz is not playing that great. Might be time to move on from him. I don't know. So we're going to move Kuz for another really good defender and Mark Williams, who is pretty good as well, for a first-round pick. And Kuz, I like that move. Yes, that's our second best player, but now we have Fox and Mark Williams as our solidified center-type guy. We can move Christian Wood because he had a really good year last year, but this year so far, well, I mean, he's having a pretty good year again. But that's the move we're going to make. Maybe we try to make another move as well. We're also going to make a move here, trading Xavier Tillman, Ayo Dosunmu, and a future first for Jordan Clarkson and Walker Kessler. So now we have a really solid rotation. So here's our rotation after those trades. Fox, Ron Holland up to an 85, Kessler in an 84, and then Ajvida and Herb Jones. Herb Jones, good defender. Actually, I'm going to throw Bilal Coulibaly in there at the starting power forward. Give him about 29 minutes a game, and then we got Ajvida, Trey Jones, Kobe Buffkin, and Corey Kispert off the bench with Mark Williams. So I like that. We'll see if that can bring us any closer to championship contention. So a complete 180 to end the year as the team ends up winning 47 games. Yeah, that's crazy. 47 games after being 8 games under 500 at the deadline. 21-29 to 47 and 35. And we end up being the 5 seed. Great, we got to play the Cavs in round 1. But I think we should be solid enough. De'Aaron Fox, Herb Jones, Ron Holland, Bilal Coulibaly, Walker Kessler. That's a pretty good starting lineup. Really good defensively. I mean, you talk about being in prison between the 2 through 5, and then you also got De'Aaron Fox as your primary scorer. I think in the offseason what we'll probably look for is another secondary scorer and then maybe another bench scorer, but I like Kobe Buffkin there. We'll take a look at stats first. So Ron Holland actually progressed very well on the offensive side of the ball. He's averaging 22 points a game to go with De'Aaron Fox's 23. And then Christian Wood, well, he didn't even play the second half of the year, so don't worry about him. Kobe Buffkin up to 12 points a game on much better efficiency. His efficiency has gotten better every year. It got a lot better this year. And then Mark Williams, about 11 points, 9 boards. He way outperformed Walker Kessler, who is the starter. Might need to look into that. Anyways, here we go in round 1. What do the Cavs have? Garland. They're starting a 75 overall Chris Duarte. Other than that, they got everybody, though. They're doing the 2K cheese where they have 87 centers. We're kind of doing the same thing, though. 1-1. Headed back to Washington. 2-1. 3-1. Boom. Let's get out of here. Uh-oh. Okay, boom. Let's get out of here. Now we got to play the Pistons, who are pretty good. They added Kevin Porter Jr. and Caleb Martin. 2K Cunningham, Ivy, and Azar Thompson. So that's a pretty good squad. Let's see if we can beat them. 1-1. Headed back to Washington. And we take it. Can we take game 3? We take game 5. Game 7. We'll simcast it. Remember, this team was really good after the deadline, but it looks like we're getting blown out here. Oh, back and forth. We come back, take the lead, go up 7. And I think we're going to walk away with this one. Boom! The Washington Wizards are headed back to the Eastern Conference Finals, where we take on the Chicago Bulls. Led by Scotty Barnes. They're starting 2 guys under a 79 overall. We better beat this squad. Okay, this is the first team I thought we were actually better than. And we go down 2-0. 2-2. Fighting back. 3-2. Can we go to the finals? Boom! Telling you, ever since those deadline deals, now we got to play an absolute super team, though. They got Zach LaVine, too. We lose game 1. We win game 2. Can we make it? Oh, my gosh. Come on now. Come on now, De'Aaron Fox. It might not be the best team from an overall standpoint, but you got to look at how the team fits together. I mean, you're talking about being in absolute jail with. Let's look at the starting lineup. You're talking about being in absolute jail with Herb Jones, Ron Holland, and Bilal Coulibaly, 3 of the best perimeter defenders in the league. And then you got Walker Kessler as an absolute stud, protecting the rim. De'Aaron Fox is the best player on this team. And then off the bench, you got Ajvida who can stretch the floor. You got Corey Kispert who can stretch the floor. Kobe Buffkin is the scorer with this group. And then Trey Jones is the floor general. And you also have another really, really good rim protector. Heck, we even could have used Jordan Clarkson if we needed to. But let's go. It only took 3 years. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like button, hit the subscribe button. If you did enjoy at any point, leave me a comment down below which team you want to see rebuilt next. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video.